So this past week we moved on to Pyro 4, a planet that is technically a moon of Pyro 5, and as we come to see, quite a beautiful environment to immerse yourself in. Now this particular trip was not our first outing to the planet, we'll get to that later on. There is going to be quite a bit of criticism towards the state of the game in this video, so I wanted to open up with something that was for the most part working.
There's a Mustang down there.
This island features heavily in our story today, and on the way in I would spot some ships.
Oh, yeah, there's a red.
You'll see later why it pays to be cautious of other players here, and I'd move away quickly, but other parts of the island were far less populated and just as beautiful.
That was still scraping?
And on another coastline I would find another settlement nestled into a canyon in the rocks. Conscious that my ship would be at risk if I were to land, I popped some noise on my way in and found a spot kind of covered by rock overhead.
Warning, collision 4. Landing complete. Engines inactive.
Okay.
There were some issues with terrain tiles not quite lining up with each other here, but mostly things were working. And the NPCs would give me quite the welcome. That guy was not happy to see me.
Uh-oh. Did you pop him?
No, I'm gonna guns. I'm in the science uniform, you know. I lost half my health, but...
Oh. That's funny.
That NPC had shot me, sure, but he was maybe the most responsive I have ever seen an NPC in this game, and while I was here, maybe I could find some gear.
Yeah.
And up ahead, I'd have some luck.
I found a corner.
Only 5 bullets in it, but still. There was plenty more space I could search here, and so I'd be heading inside. The Buccaneer in front of the door was intriguing. Would we find a player inside? I'd find some light armor and a body inside, better than nothing. But in a vent, I'd find a gun with more ammo. The door ahead though did move.
P4 with 1 mag. That door opened though.
Yes, I
So no living players here, though the next body I found could possibly have been a player. With a little gear now, I was heading back out, but by now the NPCs had closed in a little. Down 2 NPCs.
Swap guns again though.
Were there ships outside?
There are ships, yeah. I had to try to return to my ship without getting killed in the process. I've managed to get a gun. I've managed to get 2 guns actually. Oh, okay, I'm bleeding. Oh, I do have med pens, okay. The armor I picked up had them. Convenient.
Got the dude. He was shooting at me.
Moving around the perimeter might be safer.
Ooh. Someone else is shooting at me.
Sounds like it could be a sniper rifle. but on this occasion I was able to make it back to my ship.
Just hit the mouse. Click it a couple times.
Engines active.
I think I'm being pulled in.
Warning.
Yep, here I come.
Turn.
Being flushed down the toilet.
I'm coming to the cesspool.
Landing gear.
It's the back.
So I'd recovered a little gear and made it out without coming under attack from hostile players, but a few days earlier we would run into a player group at that very island. And that day had begun with me leaving Starlight Station and travelling to Obituary Station over Bloom to try my hand at the much talked about contested zone within that station.
Drive is now on.
Now, long-time viewers of the channel will know that I suffer from a condition called laryngitis sicca that affects my ability to speak a lot of the time. On the days that this was recorded, it was particularly bad, and so my speech is going to be maybe a little bit harder to understand in this video than normally. The voiceover at least should be okay. I do happen to know though that in the video itself, it might be harder to understand than normal, and I apologise. I'm gonna try the contested zone at Obituary, because I was just saying that I haven't done any contested zone stuff yet. That might be fun.
That sounds like fun. I can one-up you. I haven't been to Pyro yet.
Whoa!
Neither have I. So.
I've got-
It's about as decent as anything else in the game, you know.
I'm excited to go sightseeing.
I'd be setting my spawn here on the station before heading into the shopping area to access the contested zone. The contested zone is an area of the station where combat is allowed, and players face NPCs and other players as they fight their way towards rewards. Now I have to admit I am not sure what these rewards are specifically, but I was interested to find out. Contested access 1, okay. Inside, I would start exploring. I'd visited these areas a little during the Pyro playground, but at the time they seemed to be much less expansive. But problems would soon begin, and it's the kind of problem that is all too familiar to long-time players of this game. AI were not responding, and I couldn't reload or change weapons, and there were other signs of server delays as well. Holy shit, the party just showed up. Like the notification.
It just showed up.
Yep.
Oh god.
Now, this is the preview build, so some problems are to be expected, but this is a particular problem we've suffered for a very, very long time in this game. Basic mechanics like reloading just completely breaking, something that ruins the player experience, and I am sure turns away a lot of potential new players. And I'm not surprised new players quit the game quite quickly when, like, reloading doesn't work, or your ammo count is constantly changing, or, you know, it just feels terrible. For everything amazing they do in this game and all of the ambition, when basic things like that don't work, it feels terrible. It feels jank, right?
Yeah.
That's a detriment to the game.
True game filler.
Head back to the entrance because I can't reload. So, what am I doing here?
Yeah. Finally getting my Reliant.
I'd have problems getting the airlock to work as well, but as I tried to open it, I noticed the ammo counter showing reloaded now on my HUD. Oh, the gun reload, oh my god, what a miracle. It took about 20 times, but the gun reloaded. But on this occasion, the HUD was being a little deceptive. Wait, what the... The ammo counter on the HUD says the gun is reloaded, right? But the ammo
not.
counter on the gun reads 0, and I can't
God.
shoot. What is going on? Can I switch
They
guns?
just
No, I can't switch guns, okay. But as hard as this is to believe, the situation was going to get a whole lot worse when I returned to the airlock. It's so bad.
someday, 20 years in the future, they'll start focusing on the player experience, and all this will be fixed.
Right.
It'll just take a little bit.
Alright.
Oh, I got shot.
Cargo out. Next you start flying.
I can't reload. I can't shoot back, right? So I'm probably about to die in this fucking airlock. Because there's someone out there with a gun. I literally cannot fight back. Oh, okay again. Ultimately, I would end up incapped here in the airlock and forced to backspace, but because my spawn was set here at the station, it would at least be a very quick trip back to recover my gear. Now, I am sure that contested zones will be fun, and indeed I have seen several players give really positive feedback about their experiences in them, but I think I'll hold off on really giving them a go until more of the kinks have been worked out with this patch. Maybe give CIG a chance to deliver the best version of that experience that they can. With contested zones out, this is where we made the decision to head for Pyro 4 for some exploration. Now, I had visited Pyro 4 during Evocati, but the clouds were all kind of messed up at the time, and so the full beauty of the planet wasn't readily apparent at that moment. Setting down here though, I was really surprised by just how beautiful this environment here actually is. This is beautiful, wow. It would be here that I'd meet up with friends, and Skiz was the first to inquire about my whereabouts.
Pyro 4, you said?
As I wait for more people to arrive, I'd visit a few more spots on the surface and witness the moving clouds create a moment of localized fog here as well. You can be inside the cloud on the ground. There are places on Hurston where you can do that. On the circumnavigation of Hurston, we did finish the trip, and there were points on some of the mountains, like in stage 9, where we were in the clouds, which is kind of cool. We were heading for a settlement, and this one too was kind of tucked away inside a rock formation. I'm trying to land without dying, which is not a guarantee. Ooh, drama. The good kind as well, not the shitty YouTube kind. Visual drama, you know, clouds and whatnot.
Luckily enough, there was a fairly small landing pad.
Yeah, there's one over here too.
This settlement, I feel, was particularly atmospheric, and we'd enjoy some exploration while waiting for more of our friends to arrive.
Perfect for my Andromeda.
What is this over here? There's like a... It's like a rib cage made of pipes. I don't know.
I do like this hab layout. It's kind of cool.
It's nestled in amongst those cliffs. It's very, if you were going to build an outpost, this is where you want to do it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I can't even power on my ship. Lovely.
I was about to suffer some strangeness myself as well, with an impromptu flight of my own. I just got launched. Oh, I'm dead. What the hell?
Yeah,
I'm in cap, so maybe someone could get to me, I don't know.
yeah, I'm coming.
Hey, I'm awake. Good work, thank you. It's so weird.
At least you didn't break anything. That's good.
Yeah, true.
I was getting shot at by something.
I mean, there are turrets here.
Turrets, yeah.
Why are you naked?
Oh, I crashed while trying to come here, and I lost all my stuff. And whenever I try and go into personal storage, it won't let me put anything on. So,
What choice do you have in those circumstances, right? It's again an unfortunate reality that inventory problems are still common in the game at this moment. You being naked does at least answer the question of as to whether the air is breathable.
Yeah.
yep. I'll be the air tester. Yeah.
It is still very concerning though that the same problems keep showing up. And another constant problem that we've been facing here in Pyro is missions that fail to complete for a variety of reasons. As I linked up with Vlad though, we'd be searching for a mission close by.
Yeah, the layout's cool. I do like the layout, but yeah.
I found a mission here on Pyro 4. I'm just gonna share it with you
alright.
guys now.
Okay.
Retaking Chowler's Beach.
All right.
Sounds exciting. And rather than hopping back in my own Zeus for this, I joined Vlaz on board his colony Andromeda. I'm gonna jump in your ship.
Okay.
Vlaz. Skiz was making his way out there ahead of us to give us some idea of what the location was like.
Hey, at least there's a quantum marker to this mission. It's on a little island. Ooh, clouds on. That's gonna hurt. I just hopped over to that outpost. I quantum to it, and I'm just closer to the ground. Is that a Polaris? I see something.
Uh-oh.
It's not on radar. That's 100% a Polaris. Probably about 15k out from me.
As the island came into view for the first time, it sounded like we were likely to encounter players.
Okay, I do see a Polaris. It looks like maybe not a C1 or what's the A1? A1, the bomber.
Yeah, I've had missiles shot at me. I'm alive.
Oh yeah, damn.
Yeah, we're
Fortunately. Oh yeah,
We
they're
got
on me.
yeah, it's a Star-Lancer.
Weird, I never had anything on radar. They got me, they killed me.
They killed you, what?
I got hit by a
You're on
missile
blows.
and then got shot.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
there's something
yeah,
coming.
I got 4 missiles.
Yep. No,
I never
nose down.
Sorry.
Sorry, I can hit the missiles, but oh, that was his. Damn it. I think we're disabled. Turret's disabled.
Yeah,
The turret was immediately knocked out, and Vlad was certain that we were soft dead, so he told me to head for the snub fighter in the back of the ship. But I wouldn't have the chance to escape. Oh,
no, now we're...
there we go.
Oh, you dead?
Now, I had a, well, not decent set of gear, but a set of gear nonetheless. And in these times where we are all broke again in-game, recovering gear is helpful. So I wanted to try and sneak in under the radar to grab my gear. We may not be good at ship combat, but thanks to things like Jumptown, we have a lot of experience of getting down to the ground and on foot under a hostile sky. For this, I would be taking an arrow as I assumed its signatures would be low, and Phoenix83 would join us in voice to give me more information on my missions in this ship.
Okay.
Quantum drive is now on.
Let's say turn off one of your coolers too, and then go to minimum power and put the weapons or the shields. You don't need that. So your IR is going to be 2377. Your EM is going to be about 6163. Are you wearing a spacesuit?
I am.
Then turn off your life support,
Okay.
Quantum drive.
and you'll go down to 3690.
With Phoenix advice, I was maximising my chances of getting to the ground undetected. If it works, great, but if it doesn't, it's not the end of
I
the
can
world.
help you. I don't mind.
Yo, yeah, if you
that?
distract, get their attention.
I will. I'll try my best. Now remember, I am reliant.
They'll never see it coming.
My plan was basically to do what we used to do at Jump Town when reinserting. Immediately drop to low altitude after arriving, then get in as close as possible with landing gear already down. That way, if I was target locked, I'd be pretty much ready to hop out of the ship right away. I'm 20 kilometers out now. I'm really low to the deck.
I like this challenge though that you're giving yourself.
We knew one of the enemy ships was a Polaris, and so I'd be picking that one up from a considerable distance away. The distance they could actually detect me from though was much closer, so I was still safe here. This time of day here would look gorgeous as I made my final approach.
Forward proximity alert.
4 kilometers from my corpse marker, I'm going to land here.
Best of luck.
The environment down here is goddamn beautiful though.
I love Pyro. Every time I get in, it's just like,
As I made my way in on foot, I was reminded of all the times the weird lockdown locations back in the old org days, and how I was just seeing things from another angle now. This is what it's like from the other perspective. I did still have some distance to run now.
gosh, that's pretty. Looks like the Highlands out in the Midwest is what it looks like.
Soon though I'd spot signs of the wreckage. Oh, I see parts of the ship.
Nice.
Stands out so, the blue stands out so much.
Yeah.
There's you, Vlad, there's you.
Oh yeah, there I am.
Up ahead I would find my body and successfully recover my gear. Okay. Back in action. Vlad was making his way down as well, but had respawned back in Stanton, so it would take a while to get here. I kind of lucked into Vlad's, finding a body in all of this. Tiny thing in a big space. But now I was thinking, I'm here on the ground, maybe I could move over land and complete the mission.
There's supposed to be a remote outpost next to it. They're supposed to clear out, I think.
Which I wonder if the reason that mission popped is because they're controlling it, if there's something there.
Oh, damn. The mission was retake it, so you might be right.
Oh, okay.
That was kind of my first thought when we ran into a bunch of people there. I mean, I haven't heard anything about it, which I feel like I would hear if there was a, PvP focused mission.
So basically, like, that's kind of cool.
Pyro 5 and its moons look amazing from here. They're kind of subtle, but they are there,
Yeah.
The terrain was changing as I got closer, from expansive coastline to open plains, and up ahead a network of canyons. Skiz was heading into Jamie as well, and would be trying to land himself a few kilometers away.
I'm gonna get up to these hills and then I don't think I'm gonna push it any further.
As Skiz was landing, I would spot a potential threat.
Because they're strong on the ships.
There's a ship coming towards you, Skiz.
Yep.
I can see the ramp access.
I'm landing.
Yeah, I want to separate from the ship as quickly as possible.
Yep. Popping out now. Yeah, they're flying right over top of where our marker is right now. I saw it pop in at about 8K. It's like, oh, too close. I don't think I'm visible till about 4 or 5, but I don't want to push it.
So we knew other players were close, and the terrain ahead would be rugged on foot.
Yeah, they're definitely patrolling. They're not just sitting in one spot.
These are player ships?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
This really is an amazing view. I love this planet. Our rally options just
Oh, little
quadrupled.
flying ship. I'm going to try and close in on you a little bit more so that we can...
Okay. I will not lie, I did stop for a photo op real quick.
Looking backwards as I climbed a ridge, I would spot activity. Wait, I see gunfire. I see gunfire.
Ooh.
As in
That
ship
was cool.
gunfire.
What?
There's
Yeah.
that's the Stalin, so I think shooting at something on the ground, and it's not my ship either.
What bearing?
150 from me.
Unfortunately, they are like patrolling around, so you can't really go straight up to our area because
God damn, this terrain now, it's rugged. Look at this.
it is. I'm
Oh my
sticking to the
God.
valleys.
Now
Hold on, let me see if I can see you from my
those
scope here.
straight up look like mesas.
3k from
Oh,
each
man.
other. Cloud cover was building overhead, but Skiz and I were closing in on each other as we converged to a point up ahead. And soon Vlaz was getting close to landing here as well, but back where his body was at our wreck site.
Alright, I'm 37k out from my corpse.
Oh,
So I
Blaz,
got
that's perfect. The direction you're coming from is great. If
Okay.
you look for it, you might be able to see my Talon. It's about 2k away from me, about 3k now.
They haven't moved, I can see them. I'll keep an eye on them.
Okay.
While keeping watch though, I'd spot another settlement or outpost nearby, and movement there. Shit, there is another base over there.
Is that a Polaris?
There's a fuck ton of activity over there.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Movement, there's movement. There's a ship moving. It's not moving towards you, Vlad. It's moving kind of towards me and Skiz. It was low on the ground. It's low.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm jumping out.
It might be a ground
Grounded.
vehicle. I know it's so hard to tell from this distance, but no, it's a ship. It might be a buccaneer. Look at the view. Crossing this dried riverbed, Skiz was now not very far behind, and I would stop up ahead and wait for him.
Hey, we're under a K away from each other.
TV is about 800 meters.
Ooh. Besides it being bright white.
Skiz had made it to me, and we were now not very far from our objective either. Can you still see
Good.
them?
There's a C1 or an A1. There's a something of the sort over there.
Peering into the desert ahead, I would spot our objective. There it is.
Oh, look at this. It's like a little desert area. See if there's anyone outside. They haven't spawned in if they are. Yep,
Let's do this.
we're gonna have to, yeah. There's no one outside. Yeah, no, this would be awful if there were NPCs outside. That'd be even worse. Oh, I hear shooting inside. So, yeah, there's definitely friendlies.
One of the objectives was indeed not to harm allies, so we were very careful initially to ID our targets.
That is very true.
Friendly or hostile?
No clue.
Friendly. Friendly?
Friendly, okay.
Dude in yellow. So far, no hostile response, but I was pretty sure the yellow armor meant bad guy based on previous missions. Okay.
Oh,
I'm killing them.
okay.
Oh, I'm taking fire.
Oh, yep, the thing went down.
Okay, he's down.
Okay.
And the enemy is still at 94%, so there are a significant number somewhere.
Apparently.
Oh,
This just goes up here.
The dude by the door is shooting me as well now.
Okay.
Okay, he's dead. That did take the number down, okay? The initial lack of response from the AI was strange, and the mission as a whole would progress in quite a strange way.
Oh, yeah, there's shots happening up here.
Is that you on top of the ladder?
No,
Okay.
unless it's desynced. Uh-oh. Alright, yeah, there's one more person in
Oh,
in that
yeah.
building. This wall that we're standing up against. Yeah. Oh, they were tracking you through the wall. That's the worst part about the NPCs.
Yeah.
We're at 73. Oh, well. Additional targets detected. Okay.
Oh,
I
right.
think they respawn.
So they just kind of, they come in waves. Yep. As waves of enemy continued, the NPCs would start appearing in places that they really shouldn't.
Oh, they're stuck in a wall. I see. Well, that's not ideal. I don't know how to handle this.
I've got grenades.
Okay, perfect. Or there's
Oh, yeah. Ooh.
Yeah.
Wait, where are
you see
the...
from over here. That little thing on the roof that does absolutely nothing.
Well, I saw a body go flying.
Okay.
Target. They got markers on them now. The targets have got markers on them.
Oh, perfect.
But as we closed in on the end, an enemy would fall through the planet, and this is still a problem CAG have not addressed for players or NPCs.
I don't
Dude, the fucking target's falling through the floor.
Oh, I see it.
You see the marker? It's like...
Uh-huh. And it's falling, yeah. Well,
I know it has been suggested countless times for some kind of altitude check to occur as to whether an entity has fallen below a certain altitude, i.e., I don't know, 100 meters, 200 meters below the surface of the planet, for example. That would maybe address the problem we see so often, players and objects falling through the planet. Indeed, there are still, at this point of development, 12 years into the project, so many of these really simple interactions with the game world that break on a regular basis. The year ahead is maybe the time we'll finally see some of these problems ironed out, and I hope that that is the case. And of course that the next patch brings some fixes to the missions in Pyro, as rarely have we been able to actually complete any of them. It is still early into this patch though, and I am optimistic that maybe we will see things improve. As always, I want to thank all of you at home for watching, and all of our very generous patrons that you can see on screen right now. These very generous people keep the channel going with their support, and I just want to thank each and every one of them for choosing to support the channel. Thank you. We'll be back with more from Star Citizen very soon.